The incredible world of various metasciences intrigues and fascinates me. There are so many ways to heal and transform our lives, and yet we know so little about them. So in this episode of Happy Soul, we are going to delve right into the healing power of gemstones. Does this gemstone therapy and healing really work? I mean, is it some sort of illogical meta-science? Does it have roots in science that actually validate how it can affect our thoughts, our emotions, our finances, and our health? Interestingly, according to the late Dr. Stephen Hawking, who was very well known for his theory on relativity and black holes, he said that the future of medicine was based on the treatments through light and color. Now that's very interesting when you think about the fact that gemstones are all about light and color. If you observe the sun rays through a prism, it will reflect the 7 colors of the spectrum as well as 2 invisible ones, which are ultraviolet and infrared. It is well known that the planets affect us. It is also well known that colors affect us, numerology affects us. Everything in this amazing cosmic matrix is interconnected. Gemstones are concentrated energy, and physicists tell us that matter is energy in physical form, and gemstones are no exception. Forms of energy can be transformed into different forms of energy, but never destroyed. For example, light energy can be converted to heat. So when visible light falls onto a gemstone, it can either be fully or partially absorbed or fully or partially reflected. Now this radiation that comes through this gemstone, and when it's put onto your finger, goes into your skin and therefore into your body. Different colored gemstones give out different types and different amounts of radiation. Astrologers recommend different colored stones for different people for various reasons. In fact, all the colors of the stones correlate to planets as well. For example, blue sapphire and Saturn are both blue. Emerald and Mercury are both green. Pearl and the moon are both white. Red coral and Mars are both red. Yellow sapphire and Jupiter are both yellow. It's incredible, this incredible correlation between the planets and gemstones and energies, and to make it amazingly decipherable for us is none other on the show than Bhavik Sanghvi.
Gemstones, as we know, are like created in the Mother Earth, and they're naturally born crystals which emit cosmic rays, which on wearing will directly affect the cosmic chakras in our own body. They affect you on a mental, psychological, emotional level, and yes, financially as well. For example, if I'm suggesting a ruby for a particular person, ruby is red in color, by the way, as we know. So if that particular red color in the human body is missing or is lacking, or maybe it's a kind of a defect, then it definitely tries to heal the person in every physical way. When it comes to astrology or say numerology, right from number 1 to number 9, number 1 is associated with the sun, and for sun we have been assigned the gemstone which is ruby. For number 2 it is moon, and for moon we suggest the pearl. These are all very general terms. When we do a personalized reading, it might differ from case to case. When we suggest a number 3 person who's born on the dates like 3, 12, 21 or 30, we usually suggest Jupiter, which is yellow sapphire, which is the most popular stone, by the way. It cannot be worn by everyone in general. Number 4 is associated with Uranus, which is Rahu, and we give usually the Gomed, which is called the Hazelnite in English. When it comes to number 5 people born on the dates like 5, 14 or 23, it's the Mercury, which is the main planet which they are always ruling, and that's why we suggest them the green emerald. When it comes to number 6, it is the most important and the most romantic planet, Venus, and for that we suggest either a pure diamond or maybe zircon, which is a substitute for the diamond, because let's face it, not everybody can afford diamonds. When it comes to number 7, it is Ketu, and Ketu suggests a lot of negativity in a person's life, and to beat that, the best stone is going to be the cat's eye. When it comes to number 8 is Saturn, which is Shani. A lot have been said and talked about in the past about the ill effects of Saturn, but when it really works in your favor, you can really create miracles and magic in your life. And for the very reason, we suggest the blue sapphire, which is the barb of all gemstones, I can say. And lastly, when coming to number 9, it is the Mars, which is the most hottest planet in the universe. A lot of people who are into sports, or maybe wanting to get into technical fields like movie direction and editing and stuff like that, basically using of machines and tools on a patient or a client or a customer, we suggest them the red coral, because that will also bring about a lot of energy into them and also stop delays in the life. 9th house and the 11th house in a certain person's astro chart is considered to be the most important. Like for example, having a planet like Jupiter or maybe Surya, which is Sun, in the 9th or the 11th house is a great thing to have. But if it's mixed along with maybe a difficult planet like Shani, which is Saturn, or maybe which is Ketu, then it creates a Grahan Dosh or maybe Angarak Yog. These are very astrological terms, and that means that the person is going to have a lot of problems either in his personal life or professional life or health wise. Now if a person is born with a certain dosh, we cannot remove it because he is born with it, but by suggesting him a gemstone or her a gemstone, he is going to connect with the stone which is the color which is lacking in his body, or maybe we can strengthen the color which is already there. Maybe he is good at his work or her work, but they are not able to polish the skills, or maybe they are not going beyond a certain limit, they feel stuck in life, or maybe they don't know where to start. So by suggesting these stones which actually have this cosmic rays which connects and in sync with those body colors, it really works wonders for them. Like every good thing has a side effect, we should realize that when we suggest a particular gemstone to a person, it varies from person to person. For example, if we have 2 rubies or 2 yellow sapphires of the same category, the same origin, the same indexing, but it might suit the husband or it might not suit the wife. So when it comes to suggesting gemstones, we make sure that it is not overdose. Yes, it's a little bit of underdose is still okay, but overdose is a complete no-no. On an average, we can say approximately a stone weighing about 4 to 6 carats is the universally accepted weight. So around 80 or 85% people are okay with wearing a stone which is around 4 to 6 carats max. Wearing too many rings on one hand can actually be a clash. For example, if you're wearing 2 sapphires, which is like the yellow sapphire on the right hand index finger and the blue sapphire on the right hand middle finger. Now that's too close, and 2 very, very strong stones which are technically enemies to each other can actually have a clash. More than wearing too many stones, I think we always suggest, or we rather we stick to 1 or 2 stones which are actually going to work wonders for you and not making you look like a jewelry shop.
The effects of wearing too many gemstones goes way beyond just looking like a Christmas tree. So everything in this universe is based on vibrations and working at multiple frequencies. There's a frequency for everything. A frequency for love, a frequency for money, a frequency for health. One could just go on. What you need to understand is that whatever you vibrate at is what you will attract. Gemstones, planets, chakras, all of them have corresponding colors. And in a sense, if you think about it, it's more like these gemstones are Wi-Fi boosters, amplifying whatever it is that you want, need, and probably deserve, and bring it into your life. If you have enjoyed listening to Bhavik Sanghvi, well, you can find his details on www.happysoul.in. He is listed under our services section. And I would love for you to like, share and subscribe to this video and this channel. Spread this amazing knowledge to your family, your friends, your loved ones.